in order to be in this position, a couple things have to happen. One, you got to be on your heels and your toes got to be able to wiggle. If you can't wiggle your toes, you are on the ball of your feet, and that is evil. If at any point you are on the ball of your feet during any part of this lift, I'm going to smack it. That is bad. That means the bar is going to fly forward and you'll never catch it. I want you on your heels. But that's kind of hard to do, unfortunately, when you're leaning over the bar as much as I am here, which is what I want you to do. You're borderline straight-legged here. I mean, you're not actually straight-legged, but you should be pretty close. You want your lats engaged as much as possible. You should be a little like a bodybuilder at this point. You know, flex those lats, yank that bar in. Because notice my arm here. If anything heavy, it's going to want to do that. So you got to pull it in. Wiggle in toes, lats tight, on the heels, and then all you're going to do is you're going to shift back to the beginning of the hip position. And that beginning of the hip position, remember your knees are forward a little bit. It turns out this shift from the knee to the hip is the biggest pain for the snatch. It's really hard to be able to scrape that bar up your thighs the way that I want to see it. It should never leave your body. To stay on your heels the whole time and to actually get back to this position where the knees are forward, you're on your heels, and your shoulders are behind the bar. You can think of this as moving your shoulders from way over the bar to way behind the bar. Way over the bar to way behind the bar. And your legs don't really move that much. It's just you're moving at the hip. The hip does all the work here. Straighten the legs out a lot more. That right there, and then lock your knee and don't let it move. And just stand up. Keep that knee. There, yeah. That's pretty good. There we go. That's good. Stay in that position. Yes. For a lot of you, the position there at the knee is going to be really tough on your hamstrings.
Same days. Not the only time.
You can be over the bar even more. Go back down to the knee. Good. Straighten your leg out a little bit more, but keep the bar where it is. Good. Go on your heels is awesome. Lats tight. Good. And keep your leg exactly the way it is and only move at your hip. And rotate your shoulders back. Good. Yeah, it's perfect. Do that again. Nice. Yes. Good. Yeah, it should be a little uncomfortable on your hamstrings. If it's not, you're probably doing something wrong. Or you're like a yoga master.
Is that alright?
That's pretty good. Yeah, good. Keep your legs exactly where they are and just move at your hip. So just the hip bones get flex. There you go. Squeeze the butt and stand up straight. Squeeze the butt. Squeeze the butt. There you go. Hey, not bad, except you move your knee. Right, back down to the knee. Good. Good. Keep your knees angled exactly the way that it is. Good. It's pretty solid, man. Nice. And then shift back. Yeah. And just practice this. Go back and forth and try to reverse the motion exactly as you went up. Almost. Go back down to the knee.
Hurt my knees.
And just slowly drag the bar to your thighs, but you don't see the angle here at the knee. You want to keep that. Don't change it. Almost. You straighten the leg out. Don't straighten your leg. That's the
Okay.
So don't straighten the leg. Yes. Good.
Really like a
At the knee here, you can be over the line. There we go. Nice hamstring stretch. Keep the legs exactly as they are. Just shift up. Not bad. You try to straighten the leg out. I know. Don't straighten the leg out.
Really?
There you go. Nice. Nice. Go over a little more. Straighten your leg out more.
Get under the bar.
Straighten your leg, but still come down. There you go. That's it. Yeah. Solid. Yes. Hip point. Yes. That was good. Bring your legs in a little more. Good. Go ahead and put the bar at the kneecap. There you go. Nice. Straighten the leg out even more. Right now. Keep the bar at the kneecap. Don't let it move. But straighten your leg out. There you go. Nice. Yeah, that should feel really uncomfortable. That's awesome. There you go. Almost. Don't straighten your legs when you come back up. Keep them exactly the way they are.
Move your hips.
Not bad. Go back down. Don't bend your arms. Bring your shoulders back. Hold your shoulders back.
I thought they were, oh, when I go up.
Right. So remember your start position before was here.
Over the bar here.
Goes my knee. My knee right here. Hip change.
Right.
Very little shift going on. All that's happening is your hip is moving. Up and down. That's it. Straighten your legs.
So you wanted to move your legs.
You're doing a good job getting that bar in the hip, but you're doing it by your arms.
So just kind of.
Stand up. That's closer. Good. That's getting closer. Widen your grip.
Yeah, that's where the.
Yes, the hands straight back in the feet.
On it.
Hey,
But I guess because heavy weight.
There, yeah. That same spot. There you go. And then reverse it. You're here, reverse it down, and come back. Reverse it down, and come back. Notice your knee doesn't ever change. It stays roughly the same every
that's
time.
so weird.
That's crazy, yeah. And this is what I'm saying. This position can be real pain for people. Moving back and forth from the knee to the hip. I mean, it's not a bad idea to just be at home with a broomstick and just do that over and over and over and over and over and over again. It should become something that you don't have to think about. Because if you do, you ain't going to do it. The snatch moves too fast. There's nothing you can do if you don't have this stuff ingrained in the back of your brain, which means you just have to practice with something really light over and over and over. Think of it like a golf swing. It's a lot like golf. You just practice until you get it. And then you don't have to think anymore, and it just happens without even thinking about it. Olympic lifting is more like kung fu than it is like weightlifting. Really. All right, this is good. Okay, now I want all of you to do a combo. So you're gonna go from the knee to the hip, back down to the knee, to the hip, and then throw it above your head. Now see what happens?
No. But you did it right, so tell me.
You did it great on the first move.
Yeah.
Here, this is good, looks awesome. You came here and then you just threw it from the knee.
Okay.
Reverse the motion, go slow, come back up, and then pop it up just like you did at the beginning. Yeah. Don't be afraid to go slow. That was a lot better. Good. Go really, really slow. Nothing in this lift has to go fast except for the part from the hip up. Everything else can be stupidly slow. This bar doesn't weigh anything. And you'll be surprised if you watch top level weightlifters, you'll be surprised how slow that bar comes off the ground, moves from here to here. A lot of times they really don't look like they're moving. They're just kind of hanging out, drinking tea, having a party, and then all of a sudden, it's over their head. And that's the thing that your brain is never going to want to believe. That you can go slow throughout almost the entirety of the pull and still get that bar over your head. When in fact, it's the opposite. If you don't go slow, if you don't get that bar in the right spots, there's no way it's getting over your head. Because it's a battle with physics. You have to hit all of the different physical positions correctly, or there's no way, just based on the laws of physics, that bar is going to get over your head. No way. This is why the technique looks like it does. It's also, unfortunately, why the technique's such a big pain.
Off topic, is that hold for the clean? Like, you should go slow to the hip part?
Yes, absolutely. The clean, in some sense, is a bit more of a pain than the snatch, just because your arms are closer, so it doesn't actually hit your hip. It turns out that if you get that bar actually in the hip, it's the most powerful spot it can be. The clean, your arms are lower, and so the bar's down here, and so you're actually a little less powerful. In terms of power, as in the physics term power, the amount of work that's being done in an amount of time, the snatch is a more powerful lift than the clean. It's just that the clean has more weight on the bar, but it's not actually moving as fast.
So is it one fluid motion coming up?
Ideally, yes, but I actually like the idea of breaking it up. Yeah. Take it from here, chill for a second, and then go. It's much, much better to be in the right spot with a pause there than to try to make it fluid and have it flying all over the place. It's good. Nice. That's pretty good. Synchronized.
Like that. Good.
Nothing brings a couple together than I'm not going to finish this. Come on.